yesterday Prashant has taken a session and he has summarized week 3. So whatever questions are there, I will take like from week 1 to week 3. I will take every question from practice and practice assignments and activity. So if any question is there, any concept related doubts are there, you just ask me and I will try to answer all of those. Hmm? Okay. Or any other question related to week 1 to 3. That is fine. Yes, Rudra Pratap. Go ahead.
Sir, I am having conceptual doubt.
Yes. In which
I'm
concept?
having I'm finding problematic to differentiate between interval and ratio scale.
Okay. Between the interval and the ratio scale. Okay. So what do you find difficult, or what do you understand by interval scale of measurement and uh, ratio scale of measurement?
Sir, I know the definition, but I didn't get the concept. It doesn't have
Yeah, I
the
understand.
real and zero
Yeah.
value.
So okay. So one thing is clear for you is that interval scale of measurement uh, and ratio scale of measurement, they both belong to which numerical variable? Which variable is numerical variable, right? We define interval scale of measurement and a ratio scale of measurement for a numerical variable. That is clear to you, right?
Yes, sir, that's clear.
Okay. So the next step is how to differentiate between a interval scale of measurement and a ratio scale of measurement, right? So let's suppose I will take one example. And okay, what is the properties for interval scale is, let's say, okay, I'll try to write it properly. So this is interval scale of measurement and ratio scale of measurement. What are the properties? First thing is, uh, for a variable, right? We are able to do meaningful addition or subtraction. Addition or and it's fine, right? Like maybe you can do the meaningful addition operation, or maybe a subtraction operation, or maybe both, right? So I'll say meaningful addition or subtraction operation, right? For ratio scale of measurement, we'll be able to do meaningful what addition. So all four arithmetic operations, right? Addition, subtraction, uh, and multiplication, multiplication and division, right? Correct. Also,
Correct, sir.
interval scale of measurement does not have absolute zero. Does not have absolute zero means what? It is having arbitrary zero. Okay, what is the meaning of arbitrary? I will tell you. And here in ratio scale of measurement, we have what? Absolute zero, right? Okay. So both of these scale of measurement are applicable to numerical variable. Okay. Okay. I will take two examples to differentiate interval and ratio. One is like a very popular example from the ma'am's lecture, Usha ma'am's lecture, which is the temperature
Temperature.
measured in terms of degree
Can we
Celsius,
take
right?
other examples?
So yeah, I'll take. So first example, I will try to relate it to Usha ma'am's lecture, and after that, I will take one of it. Fine. Okay. So absolute zero means what? Absolute zero meaning no quantity present.
Absence or something.
Yeah,
Absence
no,
something, sir.
yeah, no quantity present or absence of the whatever you are going to measure, right? So, for example, when you go to a shop, there you measure what? Let's say you ask for 5 kg of sugar, right? But what do you mean by so how he will give it to the 5 kg sugar? He will wait 5 kg. He will add the sugar, and once it becomes from 0 to 5, it will become 5 kg, right? So you see, I say 0 kg sugar means what? There is no sugar present, right? Correct? There is no
Yes,
sugar.
sir.
But one more thing
Correct, sir.
to understand here is, if you see, can I have minus 1 kg of sugar?
No, sir.
No, right? Or can I have like minus? So negative side, is there any possibility? No, because this is the absolute point where there is there is a absence of absence of that whatever you want to measure, right? So there is no quantity present, and hence it is called as the absolute zero. So while the arbitrary zero or so for example, in terms of the temperatures, you see, uh, let's say you are going to measure temperature in terms of degree Celsius. Okay, degree Celsius is one of the measures, right? So when you measure temperature in terms of degree Celsius, so what do you mean by 0 degree Celsius?
Sir,
Yeah, it's a freezing point, but that means some temperature is present there, right? So okay, how can I say that? Let's say at some places you have -5 degrees Celsius of temperature, correct? Right?
yes, sir.
Or lesser than that. So I can measure my up to -20 or -30 degrees Celsius of temperature, for example. So let's say this zero here, is this a absolute zero or not?
No,
Sir,
sir.
absolute, sir. Freezing
No,
point
sir.
is absolute.
No, it is a freezing point, but there is still temperature at present at the time. What do you mean by temperature in technical terms or in scientific terms? Temperature is what? It's a molecular activities,
Heat.
right? Yeah, yeah,
Yes, sir.
okay, but yeah, at molecular level, there is, if there is a activities present, molecular activities is present, you'll have temperature, right? If all the molecular activities are not there, that means there is no temperature present. And what is okay? At what point those molecular activities will not be present? It is at -273 degrees Celsius. You know that, right? This point,
Yes,
correct?
sir. Yes, sir.
So up to
Yes, sir.
-270 to 3 degrees Celsius, and like maybe -272, -271, we have the molecular activities are present, right? So this zero here, this is not an absolute zero. This is what? Arbitrary zero. It's called arbitrary zero, right? So
So
why we
it can
have taken this?
shift places.
Yeah, so this was freezing point. So someone has already previously have measured the temperature, and he has referred this freezing point as zero, right? So freezing point means the liquid has converted to ice, right? Liquid water has converted to the ice, right? And above 0 degrees Celsius, again that phase change happens, right? But here you see that zero is arbitrarily given to that point, that freezing point. Okay, but that is not absolute zero. What is absolute zero? When I measure temperature in terms of Kelvin, right? Then 0 Kelvin indicates what? Absolute zero, because at that point no molecular activities are present. So below 0 Kelvin there is nothing, right? So 0 Kelvin, after that it will start with 1 Kelvin, 2 Kelvin, and that means the temperature. So we'll be able to see some molecular activities uh, above that, and hence this
Sir,
zero is a absolute zero. Yeah.
sir, like class mark, like range 55 to 60, we can say it as interval or ratio, sir.
Okay, so class marks, if the negative marking is not allowed, okay, if the negative marking is not allowed, in that case, what is that?
It will be
Please tell.
interval, sir. It will
It
be
will be
interval,
ratio,
sir.
right? No, no, no. It will be ratio, right? Negative marking means we'll
Yeah,
go to,
yes, sir, sure. Oh, yes. Yes, sir.
right? So 0 marks means 0 marks, right? Below that there is nothing. That is, this is the meaning of it. Another point to make here is in term.
If can calculate marks can be negative. Then
So if the marks are given in negative, then those marks recorded, that variable is having interval scale of measurement. Okay, so I think
Okay, sir.
at the beginning of the first week, I think we have said that all these scales of measurements are dependent on what? Context of the data, right? So this
Yes,
this
sir.
term is very important, context of the data. So as you are going to record the variables, the scales of measurement depends on that. I think I have given one example in between, that okay, I'll give you one example again. So for example, if I wanted to write this shirt sizes, right? So I wanted to record the shirt sizes of 20 people, let's say. So if I record shirt size as medium, small, large, or XL, something like that, this what type of variable this is? The categorical, right? First of all, this
Yes,
is
sir.
a categorical
Categorical.
variable.
Yes,
And
sir.
what type of scale
Ordinal,
of
sir.
measurement?
ordinal.
Ordinal,
Ordinal,
right?
sir.
Right.
Ordinal.
But if, yeah, but now if I measure the shirt sizes or record the shirt sizes as in this interval, let's say 30 to 32 centimeter, 32 to 34
Nominal,
centimeters.
sir.
Huh? Again, think about it.
Sir,
Is it
interval,
a numerical? Is it a numerical variable first of all? Yes.
Yes.
It's a numerical variable. Yes, yes, it is.
Yes, sir.
Unless I
Yes, sir.
say
Interval.
less than 30 or something, right? In that case, it is. So now the scale of measurement is interval. So if you see same shirt size, if I record like this medium, small, large, XL, this variable is having ordinal scale of measurement, right? And when I record the shirt sizes in terms of centimeters, this becomes interval, right? Even if I go ahead, okay, one more thing I wanted to mention here before moving ahead. So interval scale of measurement, what property does it have is uh, it is not having, so it should have some fixed interval, right? It should have fixed interval, should have fixed intervals, right? Okay, this is okay. But one more point to note here is, let's say 0 to 1 degree Celsius, right? This difference 0 to 1 degree Celsius is not same as that between 20
Sir,
degrees Celsius to 21 degrees Celsius. So this difference is not same, right?
Yes, sir.
sir, here
so
you are told that it is like meaningful addition and subtraction. But in the
Correct.
search size, we can't do the addition or subtraction also.
We can do,
Then,
right? We can do. We can say that between these intervals, right? Let's say in terms of intervals itself, you can do that, right? But okay, I'll try to give you one more example of it as okay.
Is there any key difference between interval and rational? So because there is a lot of confusion between these two. So if
Yeah,
we can,
see, yeah,
if
it's best.
there
Yeah,
should be a
okay.
fixed unit of difference, then in there's no fixed unit of difference in marks.
No, until and unless it is said, right, if the negative marking is allowed, you can say that okay, if the negative marking is allowed, it's definitely a interval scale of measurement. If normal marking system is there between 0 to 100, that means because this zero is important, that absolute zero is important, right? So
So
So,
that
sir, the
um,
conclusion is
zero as well.
zero should be the baseline. Then we can say that that's ratio, and if it's not, we can say interval.
yes, yes. If zero is the is not a reference line, it's a it's a fixed point or absolute point where below that some no quantity is present, or at that point zero quantity is present. That is important thing to note.
So
Okay, maybe I'll take some more example and you guys tell me whether what is the type of variable and what is type of scale of measurement it is having. Okay, so I'll give you 2 3 examples. Let's say
so then
again,
the number of village is the interval scale of measurement.
why number of villages, zero village means no village, right? Or less than
Sir,
zero
context
is not
matters.
possible. No, but still how you're going to make it as okay, okay, what is your context, tell me, accordingly we'll say.
So if there is a so every districts have different number of villages.
Okay, okay,
Then so suppose if some district
okay,
has 20 village and other
okay,
has 21, then
okay,
scale of
Sir,
measurement
sir,
of that.
this is weekly mock question.
okay, okay, fine, fine, it's fine. Let's say number of villages, right? Number of villages, correct? Okay,
Yes,
now let's say we have 5 districts. So I'll take 5 districts from Maharashtra because I know those districts, so I'll just try and write down. Okay, so let's say this should be your variable, right? So let's say these are the districts. Okay, these are number of
yes,
villages. Let's say Pune will have, let's say, I don't know, but let's say 300 villages, right? Then I'll
yes,
have Amravati, maybe 200 villages. Then we'll have uh, say Latur will have 150 villages, something like that. Okay, so I
yes.
have taken these 3 districts, or I will take one more as 100 villages. Okay, now you tell me, uh, first of all, how many variables are here in this data? So this is how you are going to record the data, right?
Yes, sir.
Two variables,
Okay,
sir.
so there are 2 different variables, right?
Yes, sir.
These are the 2 variables. Okay, So first of all, what is the type of this variable? Categorical or numerical?
Nominal, sir. Categorical.
Categorical.
Categorical variable.
Nominal.
And what scale of measurement it is having?
Nominal.
Nominal, sir.
Nominal, right? Because there is no order present there. Okay. So the second part of it is this variable. What is the type of variable?
Numerical.
Numerical. Interval.
Ratio,
Interval.
sir. Ratio.
Why interval?
Ratio.
So
The
let's say
baseline
zero,
is 0.
zero villages means how many villages? No village.
No village, sir.
No village.
Village
So what I
can't
said is
be negative.
village can't be negative. Again, zero means zero, right? Zero means no village, right? Correct?
Yes, sir.
It's,
Yes,
it's
sir.
not like some village is present there. No, right? In terms of when I say 0 degrees Celsius, that means the temperature is not actually zero. There is some temperature, but I have arbitrarily chosen to give that freezing point as a number 0, right? While writing down in terms of degrees Celsius. Understand? So
Yes,
here,
sir.
and one more point to note here is, let's say I can, okay, another important point is we can be able to do meaningful addition, subtraction, multiplication or division operation when it comes to a ratio scale of measurement, right?
Yes, sir.
So can I say the number of villages in Pune are twice as that of Latur, right?
Yes,
Can I
sir.
say that? So is it meaningful?
Yes, sir.
So what I did here, I just divided by 2, right? So
Yes,
number
sir.
of villages in Pune are twice as that of number of villages in Latur. So this ratio, so I was able to do or I was able to perform a meaningful division operation here, and hence
Yes.
this is called as this is a property of a ratio scale of measurement, right? Another
Okay.
point here is, let's say multiplication. Can I do the multiplication? Yes, I can do. So I can say that the number of villages in Pune. Okay, okay. Again, that was multiplication. I can write it like this also, right? 2 times 150. This is also meaningful. Again, I can say that the combined number of villages in Latur and Sangli are how many? 250, right? So what I did
Yes.
here, 150 plus 100. So that means I'm able to do addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division operation, and hence this is a ratio scale of measurement. Again, there is absolute zero. I was able to perform meaningful. Meaningful is very important. Meaningful thing is very important, because in terms when I say phone numbers, right? I was able to do I or maybe I can be able to do division operation or multiplication operation, but that is not meaningful, right? Okay.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
moving here, so you understand, right? So that's why number of villages is a ratio scale of measurement. Again,
Yes.
so let's say
Can we take as so can we see it if someone is if something we can be stored as negative, then it will be interval
yes,
the
yes, correct,
rational,
correct, right,
because marks can be negative then, but then we will
yes,
have to see if negative marks is allowed or not.
correct, right.
Okay, sir.
Sir, hello. Yes, 1 minute. I'll finish with this topic, then we'll go ahead. Okay. I thought 50 is too much. Okay. Here, let's say it is 32. Okay. Okay. So okay. So first of all, okay, you can see 3 different okay, or 3 same variable names as shirt size, right? But these 3 are different variables. Now let's say this first variable shirt size, what is the scale of measurement, or what type of variable this is?
Categorical.
Categorical
Ordinal.
Ordinals.
Okay, categorical variable, and it is having ordinal scale of
Ordinal scale of measurements.
measurement. Okay, what about this second?
Sir, numerical.
Numerical and interval.
And interval, sir.
Numerical and interval,
Interval.
right? And what about this?
Numerical and
Numerical.
ratio, sir.
Ratio.
Okay, understand? So now you can see how I'm going to record the variable, accordingly that the scale of measurement and type of variable also change, right? But these three are the same variables or different variables? Huh? These three are same variables or different variables?
Different.
These are the different variables. Okay, these are different variables, but the information we are going to collect is kind of same, right? Or how I wanted to record this information according to my purpose, I'm recording it, and accordingly the type of variable and the scale of measurement changes. Okay, so I think it is clear right now. I think it's I have tried my best like to uh, show like how this
So we can
categorical,
do
numerical, and
arithmetic operations, sir, for search size like
where
numerical intervals, sir.
This class
30 to
Outliers
32.
is
yeah. So let's say you can say, right, let's say you can say that the interval between these two, right, is how much, like you can do the subtraction operation, right? So you
Yes,
can
sir,
say
2,
that
sir.
the interval between 2, right? So what you did here is like you just subtracted 32 from 34, right? So upper limit of the another interval and the lower limit of the another interval, right? So and this is this is meaningful, right? This is not meaningless, correct? Correct. So I can say that the shirt size 34, so shirt size which belongs to an interval 34 to 36 is 2 centimeter greater or larger than the shirt size belongs to an interval 32 32, right? So that's how you did the subtraction operation. So it's not like you have to do all the operations. Okay, if I say addition or subtraction, so it is either I'll be able to do meaningful addition or subtraction, or maybe both, right? Similar will follow for the ratio scale of measurement also. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So yeah, I think some more hands were raising that point. Okay, currently what I'm saying, accordingly I'll go, right? So I see Wasim in front of me. Yeah,
Yes,
Wasim.
sir.
Yeah,
So, practice assignment 3.1, question 2.
practice assignment 3.1, 3.1. Okay. Question 2. Is this the same question or you
No,
have a
sir.
different question there?
I captured the screenshot, so can I read it out?
That is fine. That is also fine.
It's like arrange the no. If the mean of the observations x1, x2, x3, so on x1, xn is 15, the mean of observations x1, x2, x3, so on up to x2n is 45, and the mean of the observations x1, x2, x3, so on up to x3n is 34, then what is the mean of the observations 2xn plus 1, 2xn plus 2, so on up to 2x2n, and
Okay.
yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. First of all, tell me x1 to
X1 to so on up to xn is 15, the mean.
okay.
So should
So
I share my
write.
screen?
No, that is fine. No issues.
Fine.
I'll write down.
Okay.
Yeah, x bar. Let's say I'll say this as okay.
X bar
X bar equals to 15, right?
15. Sir.
Okay.
Then again x.
Let's say x1 bar.
Then
Okay,
so
next.
x1 to x1, x2, so on up to x2n. X2n, 2n in the subscript. Yes, sir. And its mean is 45. Similarly, x1, x2, so on up to x3n is 34.
X3n, right?
Sir.
Is
34.
34. Okay.
Yeah. Then what is the mean of the observations? 2x n plus 1, 2x n plus 1 in the subscript, 2x n plus 2,
okay.
so on up to 2x 2n, again comma, 3x 2n plus 1.
Okay, 2x 2n. Okay. 3x
3x 2n plus 2.
2n plus 2.
2n plus 1. Sorry, 2n plus 1, then 2n plus 2.
Yeah, okay, that is fine. So up to 3x
3n.
3n. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
we wanted to find the mean, right?
So,
For this.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right.
That's it.
Right. Okay. No issues. So let's say first of all we'll leave about this x1, x2, xn or x2n. We'll try to find out through numbers. Okay. Let's say n equals to 10. What does that mean?
The 10 number of
So
observations.
yeah. So it is from 1 to 10
X1
observations,
to
right?
X. Yes, sir.
What is the meaning of x1 to x2n? That means 20n. So 2n
20n.
equals to 20, or sorry, or 2n equals to 20, right?
20.
That
Yes,
means
sir.
double the observations.
Sir.
So from first observation to 20th observation.
Yes.
What is this? First observation
First one,
to
30th.
30th observation, right? Like this.
Yes.
Okay. Here what is this meaning then? N plus 1 is what?
So it's 10 plus 1.
So it will start from 11th observation.
11.
Up to it will go up to
3n.
no.
Sorry, 2n. It's
Okay.
20.
Yeah. So yeah, let's say until here it's 20. After
Yes.
that it will become 2n plus 1 is how much?
21.
2n plus 1 is
21.
21st. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And it will go to 30.
30.
So what you have to do is, so what you understand from here is you just have to multiply 2 to each of the observation until 20, correct?
Yes, sir.
Right? See, 2xn plus 1, 2xn plus 2. That means 2 into 11th observation plus 2 into. So if I wanted to find the mean, right? Accordingly, I will multiply, right? And to this 3, right?
Yes, sir.
And divided by
A number of observations.
2n.
how
2n.
many?
No,
So
3n,
2n,
sir.
30.
3n or 2n. So it will start from 11th observation, right? 11,
Also, then
12,
2n,
13.
yes.
So that means it should be 20, right?
20,
The
yes.
denominator.
Ah.
So this is clear. If
Yes,
I say
clear.
n equals to 10, accordingly, but it is not like n equals to 10.
Yeah,
But
just
for our purpose of understanding, I have taken this example. Now, okay, I will keep it here as it is, and we'll look into this. Okay. Now we'll think about in terms of n. Okay, what does this x1 bar equals to 15 means what? So how will I write this? X1 bar equals to what?
x1 plus x2 plus so on
x2
up to xn
xn divided by
n equal to 15.
no, right? So it is okay. So it is 15, right?
Ah.
So I'll say okay. Okay. So I can say that x1 plus x2 up to xn equals to how much?
15n.
15n.
15n,
This is equation
sir.
number. This is equation number 1.
Yes.
Similarly, can you tell me what is
From
the meaning
second,
of this second?
x1 plus x2 plus 1 up to x2n is equal to
x1 plus x2 plus x2n equals to 45.
90n.
Okay, 45 when okay. It is because it is
By
2n,
2n,
right?
sir.
Yeah, it is
2n,
divided by
so it's
2n.
90n.
90n.
90n, right? Okay.
Second
fine.
equation.
Okay. So can you understand? So can you tell me what is the sum of xn plus 1 up to x2n?
xn plus 1 to x2n.
75.
Equation 2 minus equation 1.
Correct, right? Is it correct?
Sir, what
Huh?
question number is this?
I don't know. I think this is practice assignment 3.1, right? I think it will change like once you refresh. I think the questions are changing. So the question number is not fixed. You can refresh it. You'll get that question maybe. Okay. So okay. Do you understand who asked me question? I forgot the name.
Me,
Sorry,
sir.
but
Wasim.
yeah, Wasim. So do you understand? Okay. Can you tell me what is the sum?
So it's 75.
75n, right?
Sir.
This is 90n minus 15n, right?
Yes.
So this is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
For now, I'll just remove this. Will okay. Similarly, from third equation, what we can get?
34 into 3, 102n.
Right. Okay. So x1 plus x2 to x3n equals to 102n. This is equation number 3. Right. Okay, so let's see. We wanted to find this, right? 2 times xn plus 1 up to this and this, right? So how can I write this? It should be 2 into xn plus 1 plus xn plus 2 up to
xn
xn plus
3n
xn to 1.
xn to n, right?
2n.
Plus
3 into
3
3
multiply
into
into
xn plus 2
so 2n plus 1,
xn
right?
plus 3.
No, this is 2n plus 1,
yes, sir.
right?
Mm,
Till 3 answer.
3n
X 2n plus 2
plus
up
1.
to
x3
x 3n and divided by
2 answer.
2n.
2n, right? That will be my mean, right? Okay. So what is the sum of this? How will I find the sum?
75 and
This is equation two, so it is 2 minus 1, right?
Okay. It's
So this
75.
becomes, so this implies this is 2 times
150.
75n, right?
Uh,
Correct?
plus
Sir, how sir
Plus
90 minus 15 answer? I didn't understand.
okay, so this is sum from x1 to xn, right? So I said 10,
Yes, sir.
n equal to 10, right? So this is first observation to 10th observation, right? This sum is
Yes,
from
sir.
first observation to
28th observation, sir.
20th observation, right? So if I, okay, and what is this?
N
11
plus 1
to,
to N.
how many, so
11
what?
to 20.
Okay, so 1 to 10, I have the sum given by this equation, right?
Yes,
Right?
sir.
And this equation gives me the sum from 1 to 20, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I wanted the sum from 11 to 20.
Yes, sir. Subtraction is 2 minus 1. Yes, sir.
So if I subtract, I'll get the sum of this, right?
Okay, sir.
So if I subtract this, 90n minus 15n is becomes
75 answer.
right. Okay. So it's fine. Now tell me, what about this? xn 2n plus 1 to xn 3n, x3n. What
12
I have
and
to do?
3
What I
minus
have to do?
equation
I have to
3 minus
subtract
equation
equation
2.
3,
2.
102
Minus
minus 90.
right? So how much it is? 3 into
12n
12 and
12 and
12n.
12 N.
Okay. And divided by 2n, right?
2 answer. N common cancel, sir.
Uh-huh.
105.
Yeah, correct. So this is 150n plus
Plus 36 answer.
36n
divided by
by
2n,
2n
which is equals to 186n
186n
180.
by 2n.
93,
This
sir.
answers
93, sir.
93 is what?
mean
x bar
x
mean.
bar.
Is mean, right? So that should be cross check.
Hello.
Okay.
Yes,
If
sir.
you wanted to go through it once again, I'll just keep it as it is here. You can just check once.
I'll just take screenshots.
And right, like okay, you can take the screenshot, but you understand
Sir.
what it is, right? Okay, and okay, another question. Let's go to uh, Manisha, or what is Manisha? Manisha
Yes.
is there, or yeah?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, I didn't get actually calculation of percentile computation of percentile.
Okay, fine. So let's take one example and try to solve that. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, let's take one example. I'll try to take two examples. So first is let's say okay, I'll take some dummy data set which contains these numbers. For example, let's say, or you can give me the numbers. I'll just okay. No, I'll take. So I'll tell you about the outliers also. If you like, if you guys have the issues with outliers also, how to find outliers. I will take the example of how to calculate the percentile, and then I will go through the outliers also, if you want. Okay. So let's say the numbers are 4, 7, 2.
Sir, explain outliers also, sir.
Yes, sure. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 50, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So this is a data set given to us, for example, and if I wanted to find the percentile. So first step to find the percentile is what?
Arranging the
Arrange in ascending order.
increasing orders.
Yeah. Data in increasing
Order.
order, right? This should be my first step, right? Then the second step is to find n. N is what?
Number of observations.
Number of observations, sir.
Observations in the data set. Okay. Data set. Okay. And then third point is to find the product n into p. Okay?
N into P, sir.
Yeah. To find the product n into p. Okay. These three should be my steps. What is p? I'll talk to you after some time. So for this data set, let's say for this data set, if I wanted to arrange, so first step is to arrange data. Can you tell me how to arrange this data in increasing order?
2,
Sir, 2, 4, 7,
4,
6,
7,
2, 4,
2, 4,
6,
6, 7, 8, 9,
7, 9,
10, 12, 15, 20.
10, 12, 15, 20.
And 20, right? This is my first step. Okay. What should be my second step? I said. So this is my first
Calculate
step.
total number of observations, sir.
10,
So how many n are there?
10, sir.
10.
Okay.
10, sir.
Third step is, let's say I wanted to find. So the question is, suppose the question is, find ninth percentile.
10 into 0.9.
N is
which is
0.9.
So third point is I have to calculate the product n into p. So here p is what? P is 9 by
0.09.
100. Okay, p is 0.09.
09.
So if since I wanted to find ninth percentile, that 9 will come at the numerator. Okay, and denominator is fixed as 100, right? So this is my p. This is the value of p, 0.09. Now the product n into p is in this case it is equal to 10
0.9.
into 0.09,
0.9.
which is equals to 0.9. Okay, can you tell whether this is an integer or not?
Not
Not
integer.
an
Not
integer.
an integer.
Not an
Nearest
integer, right?
integer 1, sir.
Float.
So it should be the lowest, highest. So the lowest, smallest integer. Maybe I can say,
Which is
or
1, sir.
maybe I'll say next smallest integer. So which is what?
1, sir. With the first observation, sir. Which
Right?
is 2.
One is first observation, right? Which is first observation. So what is my first observation here in this data set? In the arranged data set, okay? In the arranged data set.
Yes, sir. 2, sir.
This
Sir,
is and then what is the value of 9 percentile here? 2,
2, sir.
right?
may you please repeat after the step like NP 10 into 0.09?
Okay. So okay, see this is n into p, right? N is what? 10, correct? P
Yes,
is
sir.
this 0.09 until this point is fine.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then it is equal to how much? 0.9, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is not an integer value, right?
Yes, sir.
So if this is not integer, then I'll go for the next highest, or maybe highest, not highest, the next smallest integer, which is what? 0.9. Then the next integer is what? 1, right?
1. Yes, sir.
So that's why this becomes 1, and I need to check for the first observation in the data set. So in this arranged data set, what is my first observation?
2.
So that is the value of 9 percentile. Okay, I'll take one more example of it. Let's say I wanted to calculate.
Sir, just a minute. I will take the screenshot of this.
You take. Don't worry about it. Just a minute.
Sir, if
Give
the
me a
n
minute.
into p is sir, if the n into p is 1.1, then we take second observation or first observation?
Second. It should
Okay.
be always the next smallest integer, right? It shouldn't be the lower value. It should be the higher value.
Out from assignment.
Yeah, just wait. I'll finish this off and then we'll.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I
Now,
finished.
one more question I'll take is, let's say question is find let's say 50th percentile. Okay, so here what is the value of n?
10, sir.
Again 10, sir.
N
And
is 10,
0.1.
and the P is
P is
0.15.
0.15.
Right, so how this
0.15.
comes is 15 divided by 100, which is equals to
Yes, sir. Which is 0.15.
0.15.
right. So the product n into p is what?
1.5, which is
1.5.
the second
Which is second
observation, sir.
percentile.
It's okay.
Second observation.
So 1.5, this is not an integer, right? This is not an integer value. So I'll go for the highest, next
Second
smallest integer,
observation.
which is second, 2. So this is second observation, right? The second observation is where what?
4.
4.
So 15 percentile is
4, sir.
4.
4, sir.
Now tell me. Okay, so now tell me. I wanted to find
Sir,
80th
this is
percentile.
always useful for only numbers, or it can be like a categorical variable or numerical
No,
variable. Sir, this
only
one.
numerical, only numerical. For
Okay,
sure.
okay, sir.
So what
Like
does
marks
this
or
mean that
something
the
like
4 is the 50th percentile? So what does it mean?
Okay, 15 percentile, right? So that means okay, in the given data set, 15% of the values are below. Okay, 15% of the values in the data set are below 4, and 85% of the values are below, above 4. So you see this point, around this point, right? Around this 4, 85% values lies above it, and 15% value lies below it. So this percentile calculation is mostly useful. Let's say, for example, you see the results, right? Maybe some I don't know, like maybe JE or maybe some exams, right? They use this percentiles. Yeah. So there are some exams they use, like they say that okay, maybe CAT will use that, right? So 98th percentile. What does that mean is there are 2% students who are above your score, right? And there are 98% students who are below your score. So let's say your score is 98th percent or 98 percentile. That means 2% of the students. So 2% of the students mean how many? So let's say there are like or maybe 10,000 students are appeared for the exam. So 2% of the students of 10, how many are there? 2% of 10,000 is 200, right? So 200 students are above your marks, right? And remaining students are below your marks. So that is the meaning of it. So instead of giving you the ranks, they will tell you like how many percentages of the lot or students are there above your marks or lower your marks. So this tells you the concentration of the data in the data set around some value. Okay. So below 4, there are 15% of the data in this case, and above that value 4, there are 85% of the data lies.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
sir,
So what is
how?
80th%? 18%? Tell me. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, sir. Please, you continue.
No, I'm just taking the examples. If you have any doubt regarding this, I'll take. No issues.
No, sir. That was the next question.
Okay, fine. So here n equals to 10, right? If I wanted to calculate 18th percentile, percentile, n equals to 10 and p equals to 0.18. So n into p is how much? 10 into 0.18.
1.8, which is the
1.8, which is
observation.
second observation.
Again, the second observation. So 18 percentile is again what?
Second
4.
observation,
4, sir.
4.
which is 4.
So 15 percentile is also 4 and 18 percentile is also 4. Okay. So
like
now,
sir, two same percentiles can have same value?
yeah, that is fine. That
Two
is
different
absolutely fine.
percentiles.
That is absolutely fine. Like,
Okay.
not 2, maybe more than 2 also will
More
be
than 2
there.
is also.
So you see that box plot, while having that box plot,
sir.
right, you'll see that maybe sometimes the Q1, Q2, and Q3 are same. If the data set is like that, right? Or Q2, so Q1, Q3, and Q2, when they are same, right? That means you can see that there is no variation between that 15% of the lot, right? So what is Q1 and Q3? That 50% of the data lies within that range, right? Middle 50% of the data, right? Between Q1 and Q3, correct?
So sir,
Because
here
Q1
will
is
we
25th percentile and Q3 is 75th percentile. Okay. So yeah, I was where I was.
so sir, here we will say that the 18 percentile of the total is below 4.
Yes, correct. Same. Interpretation is same. Now I'll go for you guys wanted to know about the outliers. So outliers I will talk about. So to find outliers, what are the steps? Or maybe I'll go for the 5-number summary and then we'll go to the outliers. 5-number summary is nothing but what is 5-number summary?
Minimum Q1,
Mode,
Q2, Q3 and maximum.
Q1, Q2,
Sir.
Q3 and maximum value.
Maximum, sir.
Mode, median, Q1, Q2, Q3.
Yeah, so it is mean, minimum value, Q1 is also called as what?
25 percentile.
Sorry guys. Yeah, 25th percentile or
1 quartile.
First
Yeah,
quartile or
first
lower
quartile is
quartile.
what? Yeah, that is Q1, right? It's fine. Then Q2 is
50th
what?
percentile.
50th or median also.
Second quartile.
Yes, also median. Q3 is what?
75th
or upper quartile or 75th percentile.
Max value. Okay. So in the given data set which I have taken, minimum value 2, right? And what is maximum value?
20.
20, right? So you see, minimum value is 2, maximum value is 20. Okay. So what about Q1? Q1 again. Q1 is what? 25th percentile. So how to find Q1? What is n here?
10 into 0.25, sir. Which is
And P equals
2.5,
to?
which is third observation, sir. This is 6.
500.
Yeah. Okay. We'll go by maybe I'll go slowly because
2.5.
yeah.
So third observation.
N into P is 10 into 0.25, which is equals to 2.5. Again, this is not an integer, so I'll go for
which is third observation.
Yeah, third observation. So what is third observation here?
This is 6, sir.
So third observation is Q1, right? So I'll write the answer Q1 equals to how much? 6. Fine. Now I'll go for Q2. Again, for Q2, n equals to 10, p equals to 50 by 100, which is equals to 0.5, and into p is equals to 10 into 0.5, which is equals to 5. So now tell me, 5 is an integer or not?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sixth observation
So
by 10.
what I have to do is
fifth observation plus sixth observation by 2.
yeah. So if
average of that.
If this product n into p comes out to be an integer, I have to take the average of this value
Fifth
plus
and sixth.
the next value. So in this case, it will be fifth value plus sixth value by 2. So what is fifth value?
8 and 9, sir. 8 plus 9 by 2.
Okay, so it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This fifth value is sixth value, right? So 8 and 9.
15 by 2, 7.5, sir.
So this is 8
7.
plus 9 by 2, which is 17 by 2, which is 8.5.
8.5, which is 9.
No. This is the value.
Median.
8.5. Okay. So you can observe this. This 8.5 is not in the data set, right?
Yes, sir. It is
Yes,
not.
sir.
But still it is a value for Q2. Correct. So this is central tendency. So you can observe that same not in the data set. So what does that mean? About that point, 50% of the data lies below. So about 8.5, we have 50% of the data in the data set, and above or below this value, we have 50% of the data. That is the meaning of Q2. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's go ahead and find out the next point in the 5-number summary, which is Q3, right? This is Q3. So what is Q3, right? Okay, to find Q3, what I have to do? N equals to 10, P equals
P is
to
0.75.
75 by 100, which is
0.75 and is
0.75.
0.5 and so
The
8,000.
product is product is N into P, which is 10 into 0.75, which is 7.5,
8 observations.
which is not an integer. Is not a This is not an integer, so I'll go for the next value, which is 8th observation. Okay, so what is the 8th observation here?
Set also.
You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. This is my Q3. Right. Q3. Sorry. Okay, so what is the value of Q3 here? 12. Now, if I go to 5-number summary, I have found out all the values. So Q1 is how much? 6. Q2 is how much?
6.
8.5.
8.5.
And this is
Again
12.
12.
So this is 5-number summary. From 5-number summary, I'll write it down again. So what is 5-number summary? Minimum value,
Minimum value
Q1,
Q1, Q2, Q3, and
Q2,
maximum value.
Q3, and
Maximum.
Maximum value.
So in our data set, what is minimum value?
2.
2.
2.
Q1 is
6.
6.
Eight.
Q2 is
8.5.
8.5.
5
Q3 is
or
12.
12 and
12
20, sir.
and 20.
20. So if I wanted to plot a box plot, how it will look like?
So Q2 is the mean. Then
Q2 is
if you
not a
do the
mean.
mean.
It's a median.
Oh, okay.
Okay. It's not a mean. Okay. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So minimum value is, let's say 2. Say 2 is here. 6 is somewhere here. 8.5 is, so if this is 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, and let's say it will be somewhere around here. Then I'll have 2, right? So 8, 10, and this is 12, and then I'll have 20. It will go here somewhere. Okay. This is how my data set is spread along. Okay. So I'll draw plot. So the box will be drawn from where to where? Between Q1 and Q3, right? So
Q2
I'll
is
write
the
it.
middle.
So this is minimum. This is Q1. This is Q2. No, don't get it wrong. Median will not always be in the middle. It can
Yes,
lie
settle.
over Q1. It will lie over Q3, or it can be in between. Like it can be at any point. It should not be on the middle of the box, right? So you can see here also. Here in this example itself, you can see. I'll tell you how it is. So this is my box. Will go from Q3 and Q1, right? And if I draw this line, you can see that maybe I'll draw with this. Okay, so is clear? So you can see this is value 2, right? This is 6, right? This is 12, and this is
8.5.
8.5. So you can see that between 6 and 12, what should be a middle value? 6 and 12? 9, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. But my median lies where? At
8.5, sir.
8.5. So that is not a middle of the box, right?
Near
It
to
can go
Q1, sir.
anywhere. Yeah, it's
Near
okay,
to
but it
Q1.
can go. Yeah, currently it is near to Q1, but it can go anywhere. So don't get mistaken by this. So this is what this my box plot looks like. Hmm? Okay. What does this represents? This box represents that 50% of the or middle 50% middle of the data lies within what? Lies within these two values, 12 and 6. Understand? So 50% of my entire data set lies between these values 6 and 12. And it shows what? It shows the spread of the data, right? It shows how much widespread the data is. Or, okay, so that is called what?
Interval.
Correct. This is called as interquartile range. IQR is what? Q3
Q3
minus
Q1, sir.
Q1. Okay. This is the basis for outliers actually. So, okay, until this point is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then let's go to find out what are the outliers. So outliers, there are so outliers can be where it can be this side, right? It can be on this side or it can be on this side, right? Correct? Outliers can be on both the sides, correct? So outliers means
Yes, sir.
the data points which are not very close to all the data. For example, let's say I go to buy a lottery ticket, right? I go to buy a lottery ticket, for example, and I win. So I have data of winning for let's say 10 days. Okay, for 9 days, I got so let's say first day I got 2 rupees. Second day I got 1 rupees. Third day I got let's say 5 rupees. Fourth day I got 3 rupees. Likewise, I'll get until 9 days. Let's say between the range 1 to 10. On the 10th day, I got let's say 1 lakh rupees. Correct. So this 1 lakh rupees is what?
The
I can
outlays.
consider this as outlier because because all 9 days if I see my data, what was the I can see that my earnings were between 1 to 10 rupees, right? And suddenly this 1 lakh rupees is come it is not within that range, right? It is not 11 also, it is not 0 also. It suddenly jumps up to some other value. So if I try to draw that earnings, this data point looks out of my data set, so the remaining data set, and this is considered as outlier. So outliers can be above and the below of the or maybe, or I can say the lower limit of. So there is some lower limit to find out the outliers, and there is some upper limit to find out the outlier. So there are two formulas to find out. First formula is
So then basically what is outlays, sir?
outliers is something which is which is not suitable to the remaining of the data points.
Extreme values of a data
Extreme
set.
values, yeah, extreme values of the data set. Yeah, outliers can
Either minimum or maximum value.
it can be both.
Oh, okay, sir.
Extreme values in the data set. So that's why we have two formulas. So one is outliers are considered all those points which are greater than okay. So outliers are all those values in the data set which are greater than Q3 plus 1.5 times IQR. Okay, and outliers are all those values which
Which
are
are
less
Q1,
than Q1 minus
5 IQR.
IQR. So this outliers will give me all the extreme values on the lower side of the data set, and this formula or these values will give me all the values of the outliers which are uh, higher side of the data set. So let's find it out for our data set. Okay. Okay. So let's say what is Q? Okay, what is IQR here in our data set? It is Q3 minus Q1, which is 12 minus 6 equals to 6, right? Correct? Okay. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So try to put out all the values in this formula. What is Q3? 12.
12.
Right?
Yes, sir.
12
12
plus
plus 1.5 into
1.5
6, sir.
times 6. 6 is IQR. So it will become what?
12 plus 9, sir, which is 21.
21.
21. So all values which are above 21, right? All values which are above 21 are considered as outliers, right?
21 will not be included.
21 will not be included, which is strictly greater than that value, right?
Okay.
This is not greater than or equal to, this is greater than. So 21 is not going to include. Okay. So the next formula is Q1 is how much? What is Q1? Q1 is
6
6.
minus
6 minus
6 minus
1.5
9,
6.
sir.
9.
So which is 6
Minus.
minus 9,
Minus
which is,
Which is
3
minus 3.
so all values which are less than minus 3,
is
right,
outlier.
are
No,
outliers.
sir. Both are not possible.
Okay. So in our
In our
data
data
set,
set.
yeah, in data set, which is the maximum value is 20, right? So there is no value greater than 21, and the minimum value here it is 2. So there is no value less than
Less
minus
than
3.
minus 3.
So
Yes,
how
sir.
many outliers are there in our data set?
0,
So
sir.
how many outliers are there in our data set? 0 outliers.
2, sir. I think.
Okay. No outliers. So
0 outliers.
Sir, because
you
there's like up
can
to 10 that is
see
constant, and suddenly there was
ah,
addition of 2 and 3, sir.
no. This is not like that. So as per the formula, if you see, as per the formula, what I said, which all the values which are greater than this point, right? This number,
Yes, sir.
21. So there is no value greater than this. See, I gave that example 1 to 10, and then suddenly it jumps to 1 lakh, right? This is
Yes, sir.
different. You have to understand, but you cannot say directly by seeing the data which is outlier. You just
Yes, sir.
have some metric. So this metric is this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and if this value, if it crosses this value, all the points will become outliers,
Yes, sir.
right? So in our data set, there is no value which is greater than 21. So
Yes, sir.
I do not have outliers on that side. Also, I do not have any value which is less than minus 3. So
Yes, sir.
0 outliers in our data set.
Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
Okay.
Sir, may I ask a question?
Yes.
Sir, there is a type of question. I'm not going to say the same question because it is a graded assignment. But I want to know like how to approach that question.
Yeah. Tell me. Yeah.
There are like a number of observations are given, and then the mean and standard deviation of that data set is given. But then they have changed only one of the observations out of that. And then they have asked the variance of the original data set with the one observation. So how do we approach this type of a question?
Variance
Okay. Sorry.
never
Sorry.
change.
Sorry. Can you just repeat once? Sorry, I was.
Sir, like suppose if
Huh.
there are 5 observations
Okay.
and the mean is given, let's say it is 9. And standard deviation of that data set is given, let's say 11.
Okay.
And sir, now they have said that one of the observations was wrongly input, like in that data set, it was supposed to be 13, but it was written 10. And
Okay.
then they said, what will be the variance if the original value that had to be like the 13?
Okay. I understand. So x bar, okay, x bar is 9, right? Or how many observations are there?
5 observations.
5 observations are there, right? And standard deviation is how much?
11.
So is it a sample standard deviation or a population standard deviation?
Sample.
Sample. Okay. So this is S. Okay. And what they have asked to find?
Sample variance of the original data.
Correct. Okay. And one observation is noted what?
It is 13, but it is written down as 10.
Okay. So basically, okay, let's say this is x0 means old data set. This is 0 and this is, or maybe I'll say this is x1 and this as O means original. Okay. Let's say x bar is equals x1 bar is equals to 9 means what? x1 plus x2 plus x3
Action.
divided by 5 equal to 9.
9,
Nine.
which is 45.
One, which was like one observation was 13, right? In this.
Yes.
So consider any one of the observation. I am considering x1 as equals to 13. Fine.
Yes. Yes.
So remaining
1 plus
observation.
3.
So x1 and plus x2 plus x3, sorry, x3 plus x4 plus x5 will become equal to 45 minus 13, right?
Yes, sir.
Correct? Understand this one? 9
Yes,
into
yes.
5 is 45, x1 is 13. So this sum, right? The remaining sum, x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 becomes how much? 12. Sorry, not 12, 32. Okay, this is question 1. What I'll use? I'll use this formula also. So what is S1? Actually, there is one more formula to find out. Okay. Generally, what is standard deviation or
Under
variance?
root of
Variance. Simple variance. Simple variance is summation of xi minus
X bar whole square.
What are we supposed to
Upon minus 1.
Sorry. We wanted to find the variance of the original data set. If this one of the observation is wrongly noted. So okay, this is fine, right? This is fine. But if I wanted to I wanted to expand this bracket. How will I do that?
x1 minus x bar plus x2 minus x bar.
So no, it will become xi square, right?
Oh yes, x.
Okay. In this itself, okay. Let's
Xi
say
square plus
square
x bar
minus.
square minus 2 xi x bar.
This is okay.
Yes, sir.
Divided by n minus 1, right? Okay. Next step is this. This becomes, so this summation sign will apply throughout this bracket. How this will work then? Summation of xi square, right?
Yes, sir.
Minus summation of
2 xi x bar. Yeah, 2
xi x bar plus summation of
x bar square.
x bar square and divided by n
N.
minus 1. Okay, this summation of xi square is what? Summation of xi square as it is, right? That means it is x1 square plus x2 square plus x3 square
plus x4 x5
till x
here,
till
yeah,
x5.
yeah. Here you see this 2 is what? Constant.
Yes, sir. We can take out such, sir.
X bar
And 9
constant. Yes, sir.
Correct. It should be constant, right? For some data set. For
Yes.
any
Yes, sir.
data set, right? So I can in the summation I can take it common, right? So I'll
Yes.
2x bar as common, and it will
Sir,
become,
x bar cannot be a constant, no, so it can be
why
like
not?
it can be fractions, no, sir. Sometimes.
Fraction is constant, right?
But it
Yes,
is
sir.
fixed,
It is not varying. Xi is varying, right? Xi means
Yes,
what?
sir.
X1 value of x1 is different, x2 is different, x3 is different,
It's
right?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then a summation of xi, this is fine, right?
X1
Again,
plus
then this summation of x bar square is also it is what? Summation of x bar square is what? Since x bar is a constant, so it will become n times x bar square. See, okay. So x bar is constant, right? Right. So x bar square is also a constant. And if I sum it over I equals to 5, that 5 iteration, what will happen? 5 times x bar square. So 5 here it is n, right? N into x bar square. This is fine, right? Okay, maybe I'll try.
we have to take only the square of the mean.
Sorry. So let's say, okay, I'll take an example. Let's say my x bar is 3. Okay, I'll take summation of x bar square. So summation of x bar square, how many times? Let's say 5 times, because here I have n equals to 5, right? In our example, let's say. So 5 times if I want to take. So what is x bar square? 9.
5 into 9, sir.
So 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9, right? Which is 5 times 9. So what is 5 here?
45, sir.
N.
5
N.
will be n
And
x
n
bar
is what?
square, sir.
X bar
X
square.
bar.
So I can write summation of x bar square as n into x bar square.
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Why
Okay.
are we multiplying this by n?
Because
it is
this
summation.
is summation. We are summing that 5 times, right? The same value.
So, sir, why don't we do that? The second minus.
Okay. Okay. Here you wanted to see this one, right? The second middle value, right? Why I
Yes,
didn't? Okay, I'll tell you that also. Let's say, okay, we'll take some example. Simple dummy data set. Let's say I have this data set 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, this x. What is this? X1, right?
Yes, sir.
X1, this x2, like this is this x5. Fine. What is x bar here? What is x bar here? 3.
3.
Fine.
Fine.
Okay. So 2 times. So if I wanted to sum over I equals to 5, 2 times xi into x bar. What does this mean? This is 2 into 1 into 5, sorry, 3 plus 2 into 3 plus 2
So
into
that can be taken common. 2 into 3.
Sir, I understand. No.
right. So I can take 2 and 3 common, right? 2 and 3, 2 and 3, 2 and 3, and again 2 and 3. So 2 and 3 is what? And I'll do what? Sum of xi, right? I'll sum only these values, right? 1, 2, 3, and this doesn't change my equation or anything, right? So this same, correct? So you see, what is this? 2. This 2 constant. 3 is what? X bar. This is summation of xi. So the same thing I have done here, right? 2x bar common. So this is what. Okay. Until this point is fine. Okay. Okay, fine. So let's okay, let's see what we can do more. This is divided by n minus 1. Okay, n minus 1. Now next up is, so summation of xi square is same, no change here, but this summation of xi, this, okay. First of all, can you tell me one thing? Let's say, what is x bar?
Mean?
Summation of xi divided by n.
Yeah,
Which is
summation of
summation of
xi
xi divided by n?
Yes, sir.
So summation of xi means what? N times x
Sum
bar.
of all elements.
I is n times.
N into x bar. X bar.
Yes. Yes.
Fine. It's okay.
Yes, sir.
So if I use this n into x bar instead of summation of xi, what will happen? It will become 2 x bar into
Nx
n
bar.
x bar, right? And plus n into x bar square. Fine.
Fine, sir.
Okay. Here again, this is summation of xi square minus 2n
Place of
x
summation
bar.
xi, you can use nx bar whole square.
Sorry.
But in place of that summation xi square, we can also use nx bar square.
But this, okay, I don't understand. But is it this fine, right? Until this point, is there any problem?
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Yes, it's fine. I'm just saying that in place of that summation xi whole square, we can also write nx bar whole square.
Oh no. This is not going to be same, right? Okay, this case, right? You're saying. So
Yes.
this is not going to same. Let's say, okay, I'll take one example more. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So
Yes.
summation of xi is how much? 5 plus 4, 9, 12,
15.
15, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
What is x bar? 3,
3.
right? N equals to 5. So I can write 3 into 5 equals to 15, which is n into summation n into x bar as summation of xi. But when I say summation of xi square, what does that mean? Xi square means individual square, right? Is 1, 4, 1, 4, 9, 16, and
9,
25.
16.
If you add all of them, it becomes so 25 plus 25, 50, 55, right? 55 is not equal to n into x bar square, right? Is 5 into 9, which is 45. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So I cannot write summation of xi square as n into x bar square, right? This fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. This point is okay. Let's go to this point. Let's say so summation of x. So further, you can x square as it is. What this
Nx square.
minus,
Nx bar square minus k.
right? Divided by n minus 1. Okay. And this is what?
Yes, sir.
S. This is S. Right? This is a generalized equation of a sample standard deviation. Fine.
Yes, sir.
So now, if for my let's say now without the wrongly wrong data set, right? So this will become summation of xi square. But in this case, it will go from, let's say, 2 to, I will go from 2 to 5, this square plus 13 square, right? And minus n into x bar square. So x bar will be x1 bar square and divided by n minus 1. And for original data set, what will have what is the change? This will remain same, right? This value will change and this value will change, right? And you try to find it out. Since it is a grade assignment problem, I'm not going to answer this as of now. Once the deadline is over, so this you have to use this equation and this one and which one? This.
அது உங்க
This.
இல்லைன்னா கிச்சன்ல இருக்குங்க.
You have to use these two equations and try to find the answer. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just try and find it out. I think I have given, so I think this is a sufficient clue to find the answer. So let's move on to the next question. Okay, before that, just give me a minute. I'll just have a water and then I'll come back.
Sir, in the graded assignment last question also, there was a part which I didn't understood of the question.
The range means what?
Hello.
Okay. Okay. So those okay. I think I have Akhil, Saurabh, and Dhanya, and A1 to 184. I think I don't know. So these students are there who are having hands up, right? So you can go ahead. Well, if you have completed your question, you can just lower your hand. Okay. Okay.
So I have a doubt
Akhil,
in
go ahead,
activity
maybe.
question
Sir,
2.1.
sir, why should we use n minus?
Oh, one by one. Okay. One by one. First of all, yeah,
1.
2.1.
Question number 7.
This is week 2, right? Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I just. My voice is clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Question number
7, sir.
2. Okay, 2.1 second. Okay, just wait for some time.
Sir, will you be solving some questions as well? Will sit all your doubts during the session?
Which questions? You guys. So today is open session, right? So you can just ask me any questions. Not a problem. I will solve
Okay,
any
sir.
question. There is until week 1 to 3.
Converted to 40 points. Like if there is some rating given out of 100 and then they're asking that convert like
This is simple,
that.
right? It's okay. So how to convert it into some point? Let's say you have in a class, right? You have so okay, not you. I got, let's say, 30 marks out of 50, right? Correct. So I got 30 marks out of 50. So I wanted the marks in terms of 100. So let's do that.
So 30 by 50 into 100.
Yeah, 30 by 50
Into
into 100, or okay, that is also fine. It's not a problem. So what you did basically, this 60 out of 100, right? So what you did basically is multiply with the 2, right? Both numerator and denominator, it will become 60 by 100, right? This is same thing as that of multiplying with the 100. So let's say
30.
what you did is, so if I wanted out of 40,
Yes.
if I wanted to know out of 40, what I'll do?
So multiply by 40.
Multiply by 40. This will become how much? It will become 120 by 5, right? So, so 24 marks out of 40, right? So this is, you have converted 50 marks into the 40.
Okay.
This is how it did. So activity 2.1 question.
Sir, in the previous question, why did we use n minus
Who
1?
asked me the question? I forgot. N minus 1 is, see, so generally there are two categories. One is population standard deviation, one is sample standard deviation. So I'll just give you the the idea behind that minus one, the subtraction of one, is that, so population means what? It can be like huge population, like for example, number of students who, or maybe the number of voters in India, right? Number of voters in India. So this is the huge,
population.
huge number, right? Or huge population. And if you wanted to do the sample calculations, like for example, if you wanted to find the sample standard deviation, so you have taken a sample, and generally you choose sample randomly, right? You choose sample randomly. So and you, let's say you have 1 lakh so population, for example, number of, you know, values in a population are, let's say, 1 lakh, and you have taken the sample of just 10, right? And you wanted to find the standard deviation of it. But what will happen is, and you say that generally inferential statistics, right, what you do is, based on this 10 or 100 samples, you will try to, you know, correlate, or you try to conclude about the population, or you, maybe you wanted to say about the population that the standard deviation, the population standard deviation might be closer to your sample standard deviation,
Yes,
right?
sir.
But it might not be true, right? Because let's say, I'll try to draw it on a straight line. For example, this is number line, for example, right? And you have the data points like this. So here, let's say it's 0. So you have data points somewhere here. So this is your population. These dots are your population, for example. Okay, and just say this huge population, right? And now you can
Yes,
see
sir.
that most majority of the population lies towards the right of the 0, and very like few population lies towards the right of the 0. But when you take a sample, you will take, you choose the people or whatever the values randomly, right? So I have taken this sample, for example, right? And I calculated standard deviation here. What will happen now? Will this standard deviation corresponds, or maybe this value will shift towards this side only, right? Because most majority of the values in this data set are towards the left of the 0, right? Then rather than this
Yes,
side,
sir.
right? But your population, you can see it like it is biased towards your right of the 0, right? Most of the so that will, so if I calculate the sample standard deviation only just by dividing n here, what will happen? It will create a bias, right? So to reduce that bias, they will subtract it by n-1, so that this value will not sway away too much from the the value of the population, right? So if I calculate the sample standard deviation, and if I calculate this population standard deviation, these two values should not go too far away from the population standard. So you understand? So this is,
Yes,
this
sir.
-1 is a bias actually. So this bias is subtracted there, and you, this
Okay,
is
sir.
true. You can check with the all the values, right? You just take one population, okay, and take the samples. I think you'll study regarding that in the statistics too. Once you go there, right, you'll understand about that point. Like this point, maybe you'll be able to relate much properly than this course. This is a very basic course, but to understand you that why this is to subtract the bias. Okay, this called as bias. Fine.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So okay, somebody has asked me about
Can you
the
explain what is bias again?
activation 2.1, and number I don't know. Bias is like, bias means what? Generally, what is bias? Like swaying the value from the any middle value, right? For example, right? Bias is you are biased to something else. What does that mean? You are shifted towards something else, right?
Sir, like
Right?
being
You are more
yes.
tilted. Yeah, you are more tilted to some thought or something like
Impartial.
that. Yeah, impartial. So it is biased coin, unbiased coin, or maybe biased coin, a fair coin, kind of like that, right?
Intercept of the
Fair
line.
coin. Fair coin is what? Probability is 0.5, 0.5, right? And
Yes,
biased
sir.
coin is what?
It
It's
would
not
be more
0.5.
chances are only one pipe.
It is tilted towards some other value than the
Yes, sir.
0.5. It's kind of like that. Okay.
Sir, I have doubt in activity 3.5, question number 3 and 7, sir.
Okay. Activity
Activity 3.5.
3.5.
Sir, activity
Okay.
2.1, question number 7.
I asked you, so nobody's answered me. Let's go there. I was waiting for your reply. That question number 7. Okay, this one. Fine, I'll do that. This question is not solved earlier. Is it like that? Any of the one of the sessions? Okay, maybe I'll take this week 2 question. Question number 7, right? Sorry, I'll wait. Who has asked me question activity 3.1? Just wait for 5 minutes. I'll solve that. Okay. Okay, this question, right? A
Yeah.
cab driver got the rating as feedback from 20 customers on a given day, which are as follows. So 798x 6975, something like that. So what are these? 798. These numbers represents what?
So these represents the rating he has got out of 10.
Rating. Yeah. So 20 customers, right? So
Yes.
7 means the rating given by first customer, right? 9 means the rating given by
Yes, sir.
second, like that, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
what this x is?
Okay.
Also
The rating given by the
right?
third person.
Yeah, 4 here. Okay, right. So that value can be what? It can be between 1 to 10, right? Because I can see that 10 is the maximum value here, and
Yes,
maybe
sir.
the value is 1 or maybe 5, because the lower value I can see through this is 5. So
Yes,
if I
sir.
wanted to tabulate this data, how will I tabulate? Some noise is coming. Okay, so sorry, where I was. Let's. Okay, so can you do you have this question in front of you? If you have, just let me know. Okay, what
Yes,
is the
sir.
minimum value here for A?
Sir, 5.
Minimum rating is 5, maximum rating is 10. So if I
10.
wanted to tabulate this,
Yeah.
can you tell me once?
Yes,
So
sir.
let's say
I have the
rating,
frequencies written.
yeah, rating and frequency. Okay, so
Sir,
5,
has got 1.
6, 7, 8. Okay, I'll write it down all the values. Okay, 8, 9, and 10. So 5 is
Has
1.
got 1. 6 has got 3.
3.
7 has got 4.
Hmm.
8 has also got 4.
Hmm.
9 has got 5.
Hmm.
And 10 has got 2.
2.
And there is one
What is the
X.
total number of observation here? Yeah.
20.
So I don't. So x can take any value, right? X can take. I do not know what is that, but it can take 5 or 6 or
7 or 8 or 9 or 10.
right. Is clear?
Yes, sir.
So the total number of observations are how many here?
20.
Total are 20, but if you add all this up, it's 1 plus 3 is
It's
4,
19.
4 plus 4 8, 8, right? So
Yes,
19.
sir. 19.
So
Sir.
one observation missing. Yeah, one observation missing. That means it belongs to. If I know what is x, I can increase the frequency by 1, right? There. That is the
Yeah.
thing. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the question 7 is, if the relative frequency of rating 7 is 0.25, then what is the value of x? So what is the relative frequency of 7? It is frequency of 7 divided by
0.25.
total frequency, right? This
Yes.
is my
Yes, sir.
Yes,
reference.
sir.
Right. Right. So relative frequency is how much? 0.25 is given.
Point
Total frequency is how much?
19 plus
19,
X.
sir.
20, right? So I know 20,
Okay.
right? I know 20,
Yes,
right?
20, sir. Yes,
But
sir.
I do not know the frequency of 7. Okay. So 20 into 0.25 is how much? 5.
5.
5.
So 7 would be
5,
the
sir.
required
Yes,
number.
sir.
X
So
is 7.
yeah,
Okay,
so
okay. Sir, I
frequency of
was taking.
yeah, 19 maybe.
Yes, sir. 19 plus X.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be like that, right? So x is what? X has to be included into the frequency, right?
Okay.
Correct. So frequency of 7 is 5, and here it is 4. So that means I have to add 1 here. So that x is what? 7.
Yes, sir.
Done?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to week 3. Week 3, which activity questions?
Sir, week 3, question number 3 and 7, sir.
Yeah, but activity question
3.5, sir.
3.5.
3.5, sir. Yes, sir.
Activity 3.5, question number
3 and 7, sir.
3 and 7. Okay, 3. Okay, the stream and lift plot shows the runs scored by 11 players in a school match. What is the 50th% of the run score? Okay, so this is what 1-1 represents what
11.
11. So
11,
11
sir.
runs, 11
30.
runs in one inning, right? Or in one match.
Yes,
let's say.
sir.
Then 13 in the second, 22 in the, like that, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So if you write down this data, this always in what order, ascending order, right?
I did with the NP, sir.
That is
I
fine.
did with the formula like
We'll do
NP.
that. We'll
But
do
I'm
that.
getting different answers, sir. It's
I will tell
giving
you.
like 33.
No issues, no issues.
Oh,
Can
sir.
you tell? Can
Yes,
you
sir.
tell me the values? 22,
It's 11,
25.
22, 23, 25.
23, 25. Then 33, 38. 33, 38. 33, 38. 42. 45, 47.
47 and 49.
45, 47 and 49.
49
right?
nines.
Right. So these are how many observations? N equals to how many?
11.
11.
11,
Runs
sir.
scored by 11 players. So this is 11. Right?
We
Okay.
can
I wanted to find what?
50th
P equals to
percentile.
15.
P equals to
0.5.
0.5.
So N into P is how much? 11 into 0.5 is how much?
5.5.
5.5. So this is
0.5,
not an
which is
integer.
Sixth
sixth
observation.
observation, sir. Yes.
So 1,
33.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, the 33 should be the correct answer. So is it wrong?
Oh, I took like 29.5, sir. I didn't count it properly, sir. So because of it went wrong, sir.
But it's correct, right? 33?
And yes, sir, is correct, sir. And one more thing, sir, that box method, that box plot, that question is done, sir, the last one. Here. So,
7th.
no, 9th one I have doubt, sir. 9th one.
Okay, first of all, let's try to understand this box plot. What is the minimum value here? It is
Sir, minimum value is 19, sir. Approximately 19, sir.
19. How much? How?
19, sir.
No,
19, sir.
the minimum value of the data set. This is minimum value, right?
Yes, sir.
19 is
It's like 4. Yes, sir.
Q1 19.
Something, let's say 2 or 3. I don't know, right? 2 maybe, right? And
yes, sir. 2, sir.
And let's say Q1 is around 18 or 19, somewhere around that, right? And Q3 is maybe 52. I don't know, right? Is around okay. So
Yes,
what
sir.
is the approximate first quartile value is? First quartile means here, right? So it should be 18 or 19, right?
Yes, sir. 18
so
or
I can
19.
say
19, sir.
So approximately I'll say 19 because there is no closer value to this. This is not definitely 25, not definitely 52, and not definitely 68. So closer one is 19. So this is correct. What about 9 is, what is the IQR, right? So this is okay. This value is 19, and this is somewhere around like 52, right? I'm able to see 52 or something.
52, sir.
Okay, 52 minus 19, how much?
52, sir.
It's around 33, right?
Yes, sir. It is 33, sir.
Or you can say 34, or you can say 32. But the closer value is what? 33. So approximately, okay, I understand this question is not very properly, or not able to see the values, but approximately, and going through the options, you can say that this should be 33, right?
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I have a doubt. Can I ask?
Yes.
Sir, 3.1, question number, sir, 2, 3, 5.
All the
Sir, I have a doubt in question. Activity question 3.1, question number 6.
yeah, we'll do that. Okay.
3.
Just a minute. Okay, activity 3.1, question number?
Question number 2.
Question number 6.
3 and
okay,
5 and
2
6.
and
The last question also.
Hey, how many questions? Five. Okay, 5 and 6. Okay, let's say I'll go with this first. 5 and 6. Okay. So
So
what
can
is
you
the
solve
class
the
mark
last
of
question
the
in
interval?
3
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do 5 and 6. I'll do because this belongs to the same question. So I'll just take that one, right? First of all, try to understand the intervals. So class intervals. So this is what 45 to 50. Then 50 to 55. What does this mean? The close bracket and the open bracket. Close means including that value, and open is
And excluding
excluding that.
Excluded value.
Excluding 60 till
Yeah. So this
59
class.
point something.
Yeah. So this belongs to 55 to 60, right? So this means including the
55.
the square bracket is including and the open bracket is
Excluding 6.
excluding, right? So including 55. So all the if some, let's say if I have this kind of values, right?
56, 57, 59.
Which of these values will come into this interval class?
55, 56, 57, 58, 59,
50.
59,
Yeah, 50. This
and
will
55.
include. This will not include because this definitely 54 is not there. 59 is there.
Yes, sir.
59.55 will come. 59.99 will also come, right? But 60 won't come.
Yes, sir.
60.01 also won't come. 59.9999 some, like, it will come. But 60, once it goes to 60, it won't come into that class interval, right? That is the thing. Now, okay, one more thing. If I wanted to find the mid value of the class, middle value of the class, how will you do that? It should be 55
55
plus
plus
60
60
by 2.
by 2.
By
Sir,
2.
but 60 is excluded now, sir.
Yeah,
Then
I
how
know.
we
I
can
understand.
take 60?
Okay, I understand, but still, if you cannot say that it should be like 55 plus 59.9999. How? Okay, even though you'll go that one, still, so it can become like 57.49 something, right? But we can actually assume it to 57.5 for the calculation
Like
purpose.
approximating, no,
If
sir. Like
yeah, yeah,
approximating, no, sir.
correct.
Nearest
Yeah,
integer. Yes,
right,
sir.
right. So that's why when you find the middle value of the class, it should always be it is equal to the lower limit of the class plus upper limit of the class by 2, right? This okay?
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
So if you understand this, then I think it will be easier to understand this problem. What is the class mark of the class in 55 to 60 now? Class mark means the average.
The average of the two class marks.
57.5.
57.5. 57.5, which is 55 plus 60 by 2. This is the answer for question number 5. Then to which class does the student who got 65 belongs to? So 65 will belong to 60 to 65 or 65 to 70?
65 to 70.
65 to
So,
65 to 70, sir.
So the sixth question also, sir.
so this is sixth question only, right? So what? Including 60, excluding
65 to
65.
70.
This is including 65 and including 70. So 65 will go to which class? This one or this one? The right one or
This
left
one.
one?
Second one, sir.
The right ones.
Second one,
Right?
sir.
Right one.
Right.
65 to 70.
Right? This is the answer.
Okay, sir.
How will you find the average marks here? Average.
What, sir?
How will you find the average marks? Average marks.
By calculating the mean.
Yeah, but how will you find the mean? That is mean only, right? Average marks means mean.
So activity question 3.2, question number 6, sir, the last question. 1 and 6.
By adding the frequency and dividing by the total number of frequency.
Activity question 3.2, question 1 and 6.
Yeah, I'll do 2 minutes. So the question, how will you do that is to find the minimum value, right? So let's say you have this classes, right? 45 to 50, 55 to 55, or 55 to 60. And let's say you have the frequencies like this 3, 4, and 5, right? Frequency means, let's say here it's number of students. These are class. So first of all, you have to take the middle value of the class. What is the middle value here? 47.5. This is called as a group mean, okay? Group mean of the data. So here, let's say 52.5, 57.5. So average will be equal to 47.5 class marks into 3 plus 52.5 into 4 plus 57.5 into 5 divided by how much?
12.
12. Right? Sum of frequencies. So this same amount of this formula, summation of AFI divided by summation of FI. The only difference here is instead of XI, because I do not know XIs, I will take the mid value of the class, right? Other things are same. Okay, let's move towards activity 3.2.
Sir, I have another question from activity 3.1, sir. Question number 2 and 3.
Okay, let's. Okay. Sorry. Okay, I think 2 and 3, right?
Yes, sir.
I'll go there and then. Activity 3.2. Okay, how in a shopping mall, a customer will get a scratch coupon after shopping for over a certain amount. The customer will get cashback between 1 to 100 rupees. Madhu is a regular customer to the shopping mall, and the cashback she received over a period of 6 months is shown in the table. Now, how much percentage of total time did she receive the cashback worth rupees 40 to 60? Right? So 40 to 60 is here, right?
Yes,
Here.
sir.
So out of like how many times she has got the cashback? So 5 plus 10, 15, 15 plus 6, 21, 21 plus 8, 29, 29 plus 6 is 35.
Sir, is it
35.
counting the
So
relative
total of,
frequency?
yeah, so total of 35 times she has got the cashback, right? Out of 35,
Yes, sir.
how many times she has got the cashback between 40 to 60? 6
40 to
times.
60.
6 times. So this is asked for percentage relative frequency. So what is percentage relative frequency here? It is 6 by 35, 100. This is the answer.
Okay, sir.
Okay. This is relative frequency, but this is percentage relative frequency. Correct? And
Okay, sir.
now go to question number 3. Number of wickets taken by this. What is the relative frequency corresponding to 3 wickets? So these are what? Observations, right? If I tabulate these observations, how will you do that? So
Can you please
how many wickets are there?
question 2? Thank you, sir.
So wickets. Okay, let's say wickets. This is number of times, right? Let's say, or frequency. So how many wickets? 1, 2, 3. So the player has taken, the bowler has taken wickets how many times? 1, 2, 3 times, right?
Yes, sir. 3 times. 1.
So this for 1 the frequency is how much?
3
3.
times, sir.
How many times Sushant has taken 2 wickets?
3.
1, 2,
Also 3
and
times, sir.
3 times. So similarly, can you tell me how many times Sushant has taken 3 wickets? 1,
So
2,
3 times, sir.
and 3. And that is the what? That is what? A frequency corresponding to 3. So 2 is 3, 3 is 3. Okay, 4, 5. How many times 4?
4 2 times.
3 times, sir.
4 is 1, 2, 3 times. Okay, 5 1 time. So
5
4 is
1.
3, 5 is 2. Sorry, 5 is 1, right? 5 is
Yes,
1,
sir.
6 is 2. Total
Yes, sir.
observations, or total
15.
observations or total frequency?
15.
15.
Right. So what is the relative
15, sir.
frequency corresponding to 3? That is frequency of 3 divided by total frequency, right?
3 by
Frequency of 3 is
15.
3.
3 by 15, 0.2, sir.
Sorry, point.
0.5.
0.2.
1
1 by 5, right? 1 by 5, right? 1 by 5 is 0.2. Right?
Yes,
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 sir.
sir, I got it.
Okay.
Sir, I have sent the doubt in the
So
chat.
thank you, sir.
Okay. Just a minute. The median
Practice
set
assignment,
of
sir. The median, that one,
20
sir.
data points arranged in ascending order is 15. All the data points. So the median of a set of 21 data points arranged in a. Okay, are you guys able to see this one question?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The median of a set of 21 data points arranged in a ascending order is 15. All the data points in the given. What is that? Given. Okay. So if I understand it correctly.
Sir, all the data points given data set are greater than 10, sir. And if it is noticed that a data point was values 13, sir.
Okay. So the given data set are greater than 10. All the data points are greater than 10, right? And if it is noticed that data point whose value is 13 was incorrectly entered as 11, what will be the revised value? Okay. So there are 21 values, right? So let's say 1, 2, 3,
Yes, sir.
4, like this, right? Now all values are greater than 10. That means the first value is maybe 10 or more than 10, right? Correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Median of 21 dataset is what?
Is 15, sir.
11.
Because 0.5 into 21 is 10.5, right? Which
Yes,
is
sir.
11. So 11th observation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So my 11th observation is what? 15.
15.
Right? All the values are
Yes, sir.
greater than 10. 11th observation is 15. Then one of the value. So which value?
13 was incorrectly
Notice
written
that
as 11,
13
sir.
was okay. Okay. So revised value of the median. So let's say my 13 value was 11 here, right? So instead of that, I have revised it to 13. What will happen? Median will change or not?
Yes, sir.
Change.
How? Median is 11th value, right? Median will change only when.
Yes, sir.
When my value of 15 is going to be changed, right?
Yes, sir.
Is it correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Because all these values, right, this side, all values this side, all values this side are either 15 or less than 15, right?
Yes, sir. It can be any value, sir. Less than
Right.
50. Yes, sir.
So 11 can be changed to 13 or 11 can be changed to 14 also, doesn't matter, right? Or maybe this value also doesn't matter. This 11th value will not change. 11th value will change only when this 15 is changed to some other thing, correct? right?
That means the median is remains same. That is 15 itself.
Yeah, median should be remain same in this case. Okay.
Sir, could you explain again, sir? 15. How, sir? One more time, sir.
Okay. Okay. So median is what? Median is what? The middle
15,
observation.
sir.
Right?
Middle
No.
of observation. Yes, sir.
Yeah. In this case, it is 11th value, which should be a median, right? From our calculation,
Yes, sir.
right? So
Yes, sir.
11th value is currently it's 15, right? So all the tail values below this should be what? They are greater than 10, right? Or up to 15, right? They can be
15.
between
Yes,
10 to
sir.
15, right? So the 11, right, which you have written there, incorrectly written, that can come anywhere between 1 to 10, right? Because this
Yes,
data is
sir.
always been arranged in ascending order, right? So let's say all
Yes,
these
sir.
values are 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 until this, and here it is 11, for example. But now it was incorrectly written, so I write it as 13. What will happen? Nothing will happen.
Nothing
Right?
happened to the median. Yes, sir.
Right,
Yes, sir.
because median is the 11th value until this point becomes what? 16. Right? This value, if it is
Yes, sir.
16, what
If
will
first,
happen then? If
if
it is 16,
suppose
then yeah, then
16,
15 will come here and 16 will go there, right?
sir, if
Then my
suppose
median is
13 was, sir, once, sir, 13 was incorrectly entered as 16, then the median will be 16, no, sir, if it was like that.
So 13 was incorrectly written as 16. What does that mean? Currently 16 is here, right? This side. Now I change it to
Yes,
13.
sir.
So what will happen? So 15 will shift this side, right?
And 13 will move
I do not
previous.
know.
Yes,
I
yes,
do
sir.
not know. Maybe 13 is here or not, because if this value is 14, that means that 14 will come to this place and 13 will go here, right? Because
Yes,
all
sir.
these values should be lesser than 15, or maybe it can be 15. It is possible. It's quite possible, right?
Yes, sir.
But
Now understood.
for
Yes, sir.
yeah, but for this case currently, nothing will happen, because 11 and 13 does not move that 15 to some other place, right? Because they are already been
Yes,
lesser
sir.
than the 15. So that is the case, right?
Yes, I understood.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any other doubts, Shagun? Shagun
I have
call.
a doubt on activity question. Shall I answer?
Hmm.
3.2 question.
Yeah.
Question 3.2 question 6. Sir, activity question 3.2 question 6.
Yes, it's 3.2 question number.
Sir, I don't know how to find the mean for continuous variable. It's
Right,
not.
that's okay. Which one? Which one? Yeah, question number. Tell me the question. Question number
6.
6. Okay. Okay. I think I have shown you now itself, like before some time, right? That histogram. This kind of histogram only. But okay. First of all, what you have to do is you have to calculate the class mark. So this is 10 to 20, right? So what is the class mark here or class average? 15. Here it is 25.
45,
Yeah,
35,
35,
45,
45,
55,
55, and
65.
65. And just have to multiply the frequencies and divide it by sum of all the frequencies. Will you do that, or
XIFI by sigma frequency. That's
you'll do that, right?
yes, sir. I will.
Okay. Any other questions?
So practice assignment 2.2, question 5 and 6.
2.2 question number. question number
5 and 6.
5 and 6. Okay. So first of all, we need to understand. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. A contract for sport jerseys of 45 players in a team is being given to a vendor, right? So there are total 45 players. All the players except two gave their preferred size among the categories XL, L, M, and S, right?
Yes,
Right?
sir.
XL, L, M, and S. Two players A and B do not know which size will fit them. Assume the data is unimodal, right?
Okay.
Okay. So let's say so we know for 43 players we know the sizes, but we do
Size.
not know for A and B. Okay. So question 5 is okay. First of all, do you understand this question number 4? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Because question number 4 is if player A knows that most of the players have similar physique, so that means you are going for a mode, right?
Yes, sir.
So size M, if it is if it is a mode of the
Mode of the
data,
size.
size S is the mode of the slide. Now, question 5 is the 43 chosen jersey sizes are arranged in an increasing order, right? Okay. Now,
Yes,
if
sir.
player B knows that his jersey size is approximately equal to the jersey size of the player
22nd
with
player.
this 22nd ranked jersey in the arrangement of 43, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, just think about it. Let's go to the next page. So if I arrange this 43 players, right? Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this, right? Like this I will
Yes,
go.
sir.
So 43, right? So what is the median here? So in is 43. Median will be what?
22.
43 into 0.5, which is 22 point, sorry, 21.5, right? Which is 22. So 20-second observation. So suppose this is 20-second observation, right?
Yes, sir.
This is my median, and in that case he knows that if player B knows that his jersey size is approximately equal to the 22nd. So what does that mean? Is median, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the option 1 is size M jersey if it is the mode of the jerseys, right? But mode we are not we cannot be sure about the mode, right, at this point, because this 22nd ranked jersey, it may be a mode or it may not be a mode, right? Because we do not have that information currently, right? So that means
Okay.
this option does not go. Then similarly this mode option will not work here, because this 22nd ranked, right, that clearly gives us the information about what median, right?
Yes, sir.
If M is the jersey, if size M is the median, then what will happen? This 22nd place will have, or the 22nd ranked player will have median size jersey, and then definitely player B will have medium size jersey because it is the median jersey, right? Median of the jerseys, right?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, so that means option C is correct, and similarly, if S is the median,
D is
if S
also
is the
correct.
median, then that will be the option. So C and D will be the correct options here, right?
Yes, sir.
Now comes to the question number 6. Now it depends on question number 4 and 5. So based on the information, okay, right. So I don't know, preferred sizes. So A will prefer which size? A will go for
Mode. The
A will go for mode, right? And B will go for
median.
median. Okay, this is understood from question number 4 and 5. Okay, uh, and have been added to the existing data set. So now the existing data set comprises of 43 players. So if I add A,
So
what will happen?
their preferences have been added. So now data set is of 45 players.
Yeah, 45 players. Now, but let's say if it has to be a mode, how many players should be there to become, because since it is a unimodal data, right?
Yes, sir.
Initially, out of 43, if something is clearly a mode, how many data sets should be required, or a data point should be required to declare it as a mode. It can be, see, it can be 5 or 10 also, that's not a
Yes,
problem.
sir.
But the minimum point where I can say this is definitely a mode, and the other side should not be a mode.
No, sir, I didn't get it.
So it okay, so I, let's say if I have this number 22 as, so let's say 22 players have they were size S, right?
Yes.
So out of 43, 22 are having size S. So this clearly a mode, right?
Yes, sir.
No other size can be a mode, because 43 minus 22, how much? 21. So let's say M is equals to 21 completely. So remaining players were median size jersey. Still, it can be a mode, right? So to have one like the clear mode, at least 22 players should have that size of jersey, right? So let's say
Yes.
22 player wear the median size of jersey. What does that mean? This is
The
clear mode.
mode is,
Clear mode,
yeah.
right? Or let's say Excel. That means it is clear mode. So to have a clear mode, we should have at least 22 players, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But it's fine. Let's talk about median. B will wear the median of jerseys, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we'll go through the options. The mode does not change. The mode is not necessarily equal to the jersey size of player A. The mode is not necessarily equal to the jersey size of player B, and cannot be determined whether the mode has changed or not. Okay. Now this is an interesting point. Let's say uh, let's say B has over the median. Okay. In the hypothetical situation, let's say M is the median here, right? And let's say there are 22 players who wore S size jersey, right?
Yes, sir.
When so that means A will go for what? S. So how many now in the new data set? 22 players will wear
M.
S. Yes, right? So A is added, right?
Okay.
Hmm?
Yes,
Correct?
sir.
And B will go for median, which is M currently. So if I add that one, so let's say out of the 45 uh, 45 players, now this becomes 45, right? So what is the median? Which one?
The chosen by B.
23rd. So no, but it should be 23rd observation, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is M, right? Because
Okay.
first 22 are S.
S.
So you see, median is not changed. That is okay, but mode is changed or not?
Not.
No,
Okay,
no.
initially mode was S, right?
Yes.
Now also, because now 22 players are having S size, the remaining players can have, or okay, let's say 45 minus 22 means how much? 23, right?
23.
23.
23, right? And initially
23,
also,
sir.
initially 43 minus 22 is how much? 21.
21.
Or sorry, okay, 22. So let's say if I have one mode previously, if I add one more point, mode will not change, correct?
Yes, sir.
Mode is remaining same. You,
Yes,
you
sir.
can think about it, right? Let's say I have 20 players also, and I know that this is mode. I have added one point in the mode, and I have added one point in some other thing. Does that change? No, right? Okay, maybe I'll try to draw the table for this. Let's say it will be better, right? Let's say let's say 15 player over S. Okay, out of 43, 15S, 12M. How much this is? 15 plus 12 is how much?
27.
27, right? Okay, M. Then 10, let's say L. How much? 37.
Seven.
And remaining 6 will excel, for example. So what is mode here?
S.
Yes, S is mode.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now there are two players A and B. A will wear S, B will wear, let's say, M. So the new data set will become what? 16, right? This become 13.
13.
This become 10. And this becomes 6, right? Does mode change?
Still it is small, sir. No, sir.
No,
No, right?
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's say it is having 13 here, right? Here it is having 12. Here it is having, so 13 plus 12 is how much? 25?
25, sir.
25 plus, let's say here again 12. How much? 30?
7.
7 plus 6. So this is the data. Now I have added one player here. This becomes 14, right? This becomes how much?
13.
13. This becomes 12.
13.
Still what is
12.
happening?
Mode doesn't
Mode is
change, sir.
same.
It is a small itself, sir.
Because we are adding one more point there and one more in this other thing, right? To change the mode, what we have to do is we have to change the quantity in the other categories such that it will overtook this one, right? But if I have two options only and I'm going with one option in the mode and one option in the median, mode will not change. Understand? You do
Yes.
whatever calculations, it will not change. You understand that point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the correct answer should be the mode does not change, right?
Yes, sir.
And 7th is fine, or 7th do I need to explain?
7th also, sir.
Okay. So player A and B have identified their preferred jersey sizes uh, based on the data. Okay, this is fine. Same thing. What can be said about the median? Okay. So let's say previously median was which value?
M.
So no, not M. Miss, like I'll say that maybe the middle value, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, not middle value. The 27, the
22.
Third value.
22nd observation in the 43
set.
data points, right? So now I do not know. Like let's say the previous 21 values are, let's say, S, and 22nd is M. Okay, it is possible,
Yes.
right? This is possible, right? It's
Yeah.
exactly possible, right?
Yes,
Okay. Now let's say uh, uh, what will happen is, let's say I have added one more S here, so it will, but in the 45 data set, this median will become 23rd value, right?
Yes, sir.
So this will become 22s, and median will shift, right? Median will shift to some other value, right? But okay, one more problem is but the question 5 is what? The 43 chosen jersey sizes are arranged in the increasing order, and the median size is the jersey size. Okay, but let's say one more scenario I wanted to explore is that, suppose, okay, in this case what happened? Median does not change, right?
Yes, sir.
Correct. But let's think about the another scenario where I'll say that in the 43, 22nd observation is S.
Yes.
So all are S. So all 21 are S plus 22nd is also S, right? So this is median. Also this is what?
Mode.
Mode. So now A will choose what? Mode, which is S. And B
will
will choose
also
what?
choose
Median,
S.
which is S. What will happen then?
Mode will change. Oh, median will change.
Median will change or not? So
Change.
median will become 23rd value.
Yes, sir.
Huh? Median will become 30. So first, so 21 values are S. 22nd value is again S, right?
Yes, sir.
And 23rd will be
S.
Yes. Is this correct? 24th will also become S,
Yes, sir.
actually,
24th.
because we'll add two more.
Two.
So here also what happened? Median does not change. So
Change, sir.
do you have any other scenario where we can show that okay, but what are the options? The median does not change. The median is not necessarily equal to the. Okay, what about option B? First of all, so median is not necessarily equal to the jersey size of player A. It is true, right? In the first case, you see, in the first case, A will prefer which one? S, right?
The most.
And B will go for M,
Median.
right? But median is what? Median is M, correct?
M, sir.
And A will go for S, which is not necessarily equal to M, right? Correct? So this option is
Yes,
correct,
sir.
right? The median is not necessarily
Yes,
equal
sir.
to the jersey size of B. Option B, option C, is it correct or wrong?
Yes, sir, correct, sir.
Wrong,
Not
right?
wrong. Yeah.
Because
The
always
median.
the B will always prefer for median, and
Yeah.
that means
A
this
will.
is correct, right?
Yes,
So,
sir.
so that means option C is wrong.
Yes, sir.
Option D, it cannot be determined whether the median has changed or not. This is also wrong because we know the median does not change, right? Let's check out the answer. So option A and B are correct. C and D are wrong. Done? This is
Yes,
fine?
sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So shall we stop now?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, guys. Thank you. Thank you for joining.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.